Okay, so I'm going to answer one of Austin's arguments about John 3:16. This is an argument that comes up with Calvinists all the time, and they emphasize the word whosoever, saying that it shouldn't be in there. It should just say those believing. And I'll admit that, yes, that's correct. That passage can and should say that. It can say whosoever, because it really means all. But they suggest, well, it means all those believing. So the passage is only talking about, obviously, the elect. It's not talking about anybody else. Now, the problem with that is just a cursory reading of the first part of the verse. For God so loved the world. For God so loved agape, ho cosmos. Agape is in Greek the strongest word for love. It is the strongest love that God gives to us. It's not a brotherly love. It's not a brother and sister love. It's not even a husband and wife love. It's an extreme give your life for the brothers kind of love. Lay down your life for your friend kind of love. That's what's used there. And ho cosmos, if you look it up, and I challenge you to do this, I use A.T. Robertson's word picture commentary, and I use other commentaries as well. A lot of Greek scholars that I check out these words with. I always check out Mounce's interlinear Greek. And ho cosmos is used in the Greek for every nation, everybody in the whole world, everyone. It doesn't mean the world of the elect, a selected group. It cannot mean that, and it does not mean that. So, if it did mean that, if agape meant just a love for the brothers, and ho cosmos only meant for the world elect, then yeah, you could read it as God so loved the brothers of the elect world that he gave his only begotten Son, that those believing, who will always believe because God has chosen them to believe, will have everlasting life. Well, that just totally messes up the whole verse, and it just brings a total new meaning into the verse that was not meant to be. This is not how John wrote it. John wrote it with agape in there and ho cosmos in there. So you can't have one or the other. You can't have, the world and then have everyone meaning something totally different. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's just improper grammar. You can't even. It's the sentence structure is totally warped when you do that. So there's no leg to stand on here with this kind of argument with John 3:16. John 3:16 to me means this: God loved with extreme, undying love for everyone in the whole world, that he gave his only begotten Son. The result was everyone who's continuously believing will have everlasting life. It's that simple, dude. Really is that simple. And for you Calvinists out there, shame on you. Shame on you for twisting the scripture like this. Shame on you for abusing John's original words in this sentence to mean something totally different than what he was trying to portray with what Jesus was doing here in John 3.